Welcome to this week's technique session, starting off with the developing squad. So we're going to do easy choice for 100 and then freestyle for 150, kind of 70% effort. Then we're going to go into our scull progression. So 25 sculling, 25 short dog, 25 long dog, 25 full stroke, just to get a reminder throughout our muscles of the feel for the water and the full stroke. Then we're going to go into some drills. I'm going to do these 3 times. So it's all a bit of a refresher for the year, just to finish off the year. So in here I've got freestyle with paddles, and if you haven't got paddles, don't use them. You can do them without paddles, but if you have, it's position 1 from a few weeks ago when we talked about it. So just as they normally would be used. So 50 of freestyle with paddles, 50 of fingertip drag, 50 freestyle with paddles, 50 of fist drill from the aerobic session. So instead of having your hand open, fist drill, and then 100 freestyle normal. And we're going to run through those continuously, have a break, and do it 3 times. And then we're going to go into a bit of a different set. So technique this week is freestyle. Well, actually, it's not freestyle. It's 2 choices of swimming. If your first choice happens to be freestyle, then do that. But you can do any of the strokes you like. So all of this swimming is optional to have paddles and fins, and contrary to normal belief, you can use paddles and fins for all of the strokes. You don't only use them for freestyle. In fact, if you were ever going to try butterfly, I would put fins on to try to swim butterfly. Maybe not paddles unless you've really nailed that technique, because there's quite a lot of pressure on the shoulders. But anyway, so choice 1, choice 2. So pick 2 strokes and then alternate between them. And it's basically 100 of each. So 100 of 1, 102, 101, 102, and I finish off 101. So maybe your stronger or more preferred, or your preferred stroke, do as your first choice, and you'll do 300 of that and 200 of your second choice, all at 80%. So there's a bit more kind of some aerobic swimming. We're working on technique of your second stroke. So we're kind of reminding your body of your second stroke, and then we're going to work on other strokes next year. So as we go into the new year, expect to be working on all the strokes. Not all, well, different strokes anyway. Finishing off with 150, easy choice at 60-70% effort. All of that's not on the sheet. Total, same as the aerobic session. So 1,900 this week. Some good swimming, some good technique, and some aerobic swimming as well. When you're finished, cool down swim. Make sure you're stretched off, ready to go, because we do have a good sprint session again, following along similar lines to this one. So hopefully we'll see you for that one as well. The experienced groups technique session this week. So easy freestyle for 100, easy choice for 100, and then freestyle for 100 at slightly more than easy swimming, so 70%. Then your scull progression. So the 25 sculling, 25 short dog, 25 long dog, 25 full stroke, to get your body kind of remembering that feel for the water and how the stroke works. Then I'm going to work through some drills. I'm going to do all of these drills 3 times. So we're going to do some paddle swimming. So if you haven't got paddles, doesn't matter, you just swim without them. If you have got them, we're in position 1 from the other week. So just normal kind of fingers and wrist in the straps, paddles. We're going to do 100 of freestyle with paddles, and then 50 fingertip drag, 100 freestyle with paddles, then 50 fist drill, and then 100 of normal swimming freestyle. And we're going to run through all of that 3 times. And then we're going to mix in some other strokes. So pick 2 strokes. So your favorite stroke and another. So your second favorite stroke probably. And then paddles and fins are optional, or they apply to all the strokes. If you've not done butterfly with paddles before, I would suggest maybe not doing it right now and trying that out beforehand, just because there's a bit more pressure on the joints for that stroke. Anyway, but fins are great. If you want to do butterfly with fins, it's amazing. It's a really good entry point refresher point for butterfly. So basically 100 choice 1, 100 choice 2, 100 choice 1, 100 choice 2, 100 choice 1, and choice of equipment with paddles and fins in there, all at 80%. Finishing off with easy choice of 200. So we've mixed in some other strokes there to remind us of your second choice stroke, because we are going to be doing some kind of more exploration of the other strokes as well. So we will predominantly swim freestyle always, because that's the most efficient thing for open water, but we are keen to mix in all the other strokes to make us all well-rounded swimmers. So 2,300 in total. Make sure after that you do your normal in-pool cool down, stretch off, so you're ready to swim for the speed session in a week. The speed session will follow on slightly from, well, follow on very kind of closely from last week and this session we've just done. So I look forward to seeing you for that one. This week's advanced groups technique session, starting off with 100 easy freestyle, and then 200 easy choice and 200 freestyle 70%. So just upping that intensity slightly. And then we're going to do our scull progression at 70%. So 25 sculling, 25 short dog, 25 long dog, 25 full stroke, just to kind of refresh our muscle memory of the feel for the water and how that stroke works. Then we have some drills to do, and we're going to do 3 sets of this drill progression. When we talk about using paddles in these drills, it's paddle position 1. So as the manufacturer intended. So straps on, wrist strap, finger straps, and then covering your whole hand. So we're going to do 100 of with paddles, freestyle with paddles, and 100 fingertip drag, 100 freestyle with paddles, 100 fist drill, so from the aerobic session, closed fists and then swim, and then 100 freestyle, but upping that intensity for the last one to 80%. And then do that 3 times. So that's 1500 of swimming right there, just drills. Then we're going to go into finishing off the session with a choice of paddles and fins for all of these, but we're picking 2 strokes. So our preferred stroke and then a second stroke. And we're going to do 100 of choice 1, 100 of choice 2, 200 choice 1, 200 choice 2, and then finishing off with 100 of choice 1. All at 80%. Then it's some easy choice for 200, 60-70% effort just to flush out the system, and that's 2,900 for that set. Then your choice of cool down in the pool, just to kind of relax, get your muscles all kind of loosened up, ready for the speed session this week, which follows on from this and last week's session. So some really fast swimming and mixing up of the strokes as well. So I look forward to seeing you all at that one later in the week.